The U.S. announcing two sets of closely watched economic data. Inflation rising slightly in July, while the latest weekly initial jobless claims advancing more than forecast. For more, Sally Patterson joins us from New York. Sally, what does this latest data on inflation tell us about the U.S. economy?
Well, as you say, the consumer price index rose 0.2% in July, and that's on a seasonally adjusted basis. And it's the same increase as in June, according to these new US Bureau of Labor statistics that we've seen just come out within the last few minutes. Now, over the past 12 months, we've seen all items increase 3.2% before seasonal adjustment. Now, what we're hearing from the Labor Department is that the index for shelter was by far the largest contributor to that overall rate, and motor vehicle insurance also significantly contributed. What this means is that efforts to fight inflation here in the US are helping to an extent, but the fight is certainly not over yet. What we've seen is within this CPI, we see numbers of different items that are used by people every day here in the US, from shelter to food to, groceries and everything in between. All of that is increasingly getting more expensive, which puts further burden on households here and gives the Federal Reserve more of a concern about whether to continue to increase rate hikes.
All right, speaking of the Federal Reserve, you've got the weekly jobless claims numbers out as well. What sort of speculation have you seen from this data in the last few minutes about what the Fed might do next?
Well, we've also seen that rise in initial jobless claims up 248,000, compared to last week's 227,000. So we are seeing an increase there, which markets are just digesting now. There is a suggestion from the Federal Reserve that rate hikes could be paused for now. We saw just in the past month the outcome of a Fed meeting which pushed up rate hikes yet again 0.25 percentage point. But there has been talk from Fed officials that there could be a pause going forward. The next meeting isn't until the end of September, and we're going to have more CPI numbers ahead of then, and a couple of different jobless claims as well. So there's speculation about what might happen. We've heard this week from Philadelphia Fed President Patrick Harker, who said that it could be an end to the current rate hike cycle. He said, I believe at this point we need to be patient and hold rates steady and let the monetary policy actions we have taken do their work. So basically see whether what we've done has come into effect and is doing really cooling down the economy as it would like. But it's also been very clear that it's not ruling out any further hikes if its policies aren't having the effect that they want and if inflation keeps spiraling out of control.
Thanks. That Sally Patterson speak to us from New York.